You can make the case that our region was the birthplace of the oil and gas industry. Why, just 150 years ago this year, Edwin Drake struck oil up in Titusville. Later on, we helped to electrify the world with alternating current and went on to develop America's first commercial nuclear power plant. What may be a bit less well known is just how significant the energy industry is in our region today. And there's no better indication of its importance to our future than the new partnership between Eaton's electrical sector and the University of Pittsburgh. Jerry Whitaker is president of the Americas region for Eaton's electrical sector, and Gregory Reed is director of the Swanson School Power and Energy Initiative at the University of Pittsburgh. Welcome. Good to see both of you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Bill.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the history, but there's a real strong today in terms of what energy means around here.
That's right. We're well positioned here in the Pittsburgh region to lead the new energy economy that's developing. We have tremendous strengths of great corporations like Eaton, Westinghouse, Consol Energy, and others, and a strong research component from the university community, like what we're doing at the Swanson School's Power and Energy Initiative, and a great workforce to draw from.
Well, and a lot of this is being driven by a workforce issue, is it not?
That's right. We're facing a very critical shortage that's coming up in the next 5 to 10 years of nearly 50% of the energy workforce being eligible for retirement. So we're trying to address that with our partnership in educating a new generation of power engineers and beginning to contribute to advanced research and collaborate a lot with industry constituents in doing so.
Yeah, Jerry, I mean, there's been coverage and publicity, especially on the nuclear side, about how there's a real need for talent because of what happened here, in the country decades ago. I didn't realize it's really across the board in the energy industry.
Absolutely. We have 1,300 employees in the Pittsburgh area. We have employees throughout the world working on electrical projects. But the problem is that we're coming up on retirement ages of engineers that were trained in power in universities and grew up and had the experience. And we're looking to the universities now and to other educational entities to supply power engineering to our operations, and we don't see it. So we wanted to partner with Pittsburgh and other universities, but primarily with the Swanson School, to develop a power engineering program that started to nurture more power engineering in all of the educational institutions in the country.
So now, are you, training new PhDs in power engineering, or is this actually training people who are going to go out and work for companies like Eaton?
Well, both. We're training at the undergraduate level and the graduate level. So graduate students and PhDs doing their educational components and their research in the power field, and then hosts of undergraduates that are going to be trained to learn all about the power sector and get very familiar with companies like Eaton, where they can have great career futures.
And I think that's the key. I think it's across the board. It's undergraduates that come in and do application engineering and basic design, all the way through to PhDs that are employed in developing new technologies in our industry.
That's right.
And you've got some really interesting partnership approach here. I mean, Eaton on kind of the distribution side, but you're also partnering with other big players here in our region on other aspects of the energy demand.
That's right. The Power and Energy Initiative consists of 3 main engineering components: electric power, which is being championed by Eaton; nuclear power, which is being championed by Westinghouse; and mining engineering by Consol Energy. And if you look at all 3 of those fields, there's few universities around the country that are involved in any one of them, let alone all 3. So what we're doing is very unique, and it's being developed as a real model and progressing as a real model for the rest of the country on how to develop energy-related programs, and especially in working closely with regional partners, regional industry.
It sounds like Pittsburgh has a lot going for it in a lot of different areas in the energy space.
There's no question about it. Again, our heritage is from Westinghouse. There's a lot of Westinghouse spin-off companies in the Pittsburgh area. Greg mentioned Westinghouse Nuclear. There's a tremendous amount of energy companies located still in Pittsburgh, and it's our heritage.
And so, where do you go from here with this initiative?
Well, if I could just jump in here, what we're doing with Pittsburgh is we're developing power engineering programs, which I already mentioned. We're donating a power systems laboratory to them. We're developing courses with them and having adjunct professors teach the courses with the Pittsburgh professorships. And we're also taking co-ops and interns into our facilities and let them supplement and augment their training at the university and complete their graduate programs at our facilities.
Wow, so it's a real dynamic partnership. It's not like you guys just write your check to have a name on a program, right?
No, not at all. And it's being very well managed by Eaton, and we're in step in step the whole way to develop all of these initiatives and make sure that they're successful right from the very beginning. So we're off to a great start. And when you look at it, it really contributes to what's happening to the region's economic development. And the whole initiative fits in beautifully with the university's mission, which is to be a leader in education, a pioneer in research, and a partner in community development. So we're certainly doing that in all three areas with Eaton.
Well, yeah.
Well, just one last thought is you know, we also have the stimulus bill that's generating a lot of focus on green energy and alternative energy. And this type of program lends itself very well to that. And I think our partnership with the Swanson School and Westinghouse's partnership with the Swanson School give expertise to that area and should allow this region to prosper and grow from these types of initiatives.
Well, really exciting. Congratulations to you both on the Swanson School Power and Energy Initiative. Jerry Whitaker from Eaton, Gregory from Pitt. Thank you both so much. Appreciate
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
And next up, lighting a fire under our region's up-and-coming leaders. Stay with us.